Alrighty, good evening. This is Randy, and I'm back with the daily market analysis part two. This is Thursday, September the 2nd. So I'm going to go over the chart watch. It was just going to go so long to do it all in one. So first off, we're going to look at Cypress Semi. This thing is, I think a lot of people are short this. I mean, there's massive volume. It actually broke out even higher today, so it's been on quite a run. And why is it not? There we go. Digital River, massive breakout today. I wish I would have seen this triangle here before it broke out, and I didn't, so I missed this one. Hopefully some of you caught it. And a big volume, huge breakout. Another one that's probably people who got caught short possibly. ARGN posted this one in Twitter. Nice breakout today. I mean, it still looks good. I mean, it should have more to run. We'll see. But good looking chart. Stillwater Mining breaking out today. And some of these may not have great volume day on this breakout because there just wasn't a volume in the market, so I'm not real surprised. But this chart's looking really good as also, and I've talked about this one before. FMC Technologies, FTI, right up against a area of resistance. It's got some good volume coming back in, and I kind of do like how it's had this ascending triangle, and I don't know, it looks pretty good here, so you might want to keep an eye on that one. AGII, when talking about that, it broke out, it's had a lot of volume. It did not have heavy sell volume today, and it's still holding that trend line, so this one's looking really good as well. Flowserve, moving higher today, ran into the 30-day moving average, but again, still looking good. RTP, still looking good. BHT Billiton, still looking good. CEO I talked about, still looking good. No volume as far as the selling goes. Just kind of resting there today. TEG resting right on top of the 49.50 or so support, still looking good. Cirrus Logic, CRUS, had a doji day, kind of equal buying and selling, but volume's been really good. Still like it. Disney going a little higher today, looks good. Lubrizol, a lot of these we've already looked at, but I'm just covering them again, and really good volume. And then I've got a few more that I haven't covered that I'm going to cover here shortly. The CXW is still going higher. It's kind of, I don't know where you'd get in now unless you just use the stop of the current day as your stop. The low of the current day as your stop. I don't know what else you could do. Kind of gone. CMG, massive volume on this breakout yesterday. It's still going higher, and it probably will, unless the non-farm payrolls puts a bullet in everything tomorrow. Amazon looking really good. FDX still looks fine. EEM still looking good. ExxonMobil, still like it. CMI still looks good. This little deer, still like it. No volume on selling today. It was down a little bit, but no volume. So it's nice volume here makes me think it should possibly have a nice breakout. Little baby, the baby looks fine, and massive volume here, breakout, and this looks fine too. So that should be a pretty low risk trade. Itron, ITRI, still looking good. HOMB, home bank shares, little financial, it looks good. And of course, then we talked about this Columbia Sportswear yesterday. Massive move higher on the back of the retail sales, and lots of volume behind it, and it looks really good. Sherwin-Williams, we talked about yesterday, broke out of this little channel and didn't have the volume, but again, today a lot of stuff didn't have good volume. CIB still looks good. Dendrion going higher, looks good. Joy Global still looks good. SHS breaking higher today. This one looks really good. I really like it. SOL looks good. NetSuite still looks good. WTR still looks great. EQR, all these we're back into these REITs. They're all looking really good. They've really been holding up well and seem like they're wanting to run. SLG, SPG, BXP, AMT breaking higher today out of this little triangle that we talked about. IPHS still looks good. TSL still looks good, breaking higher above the resistance line. I wish it would pull back. I'd like to get in this one. I'm not in it yet, and I'd like to, but I don't know if it'll ever have a pullback. Maybe tomorrow. InTap looks good. Riverbed looks good. Skyworks still looks good. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that looks good. I couldn't even begin to cover all of them in this. Diageo still looks good. Of course, FCX, Solana Copper, is going well. It's still looking really good. Then also wanted to note, because on my volume scans, I got a hit on 10 today. Temple Inland, massive, and I'm sure some of this might have been short covering. Massive volume here. You know, it had good volume here, and I wish I would have caught it then. And you know, just huge move already, but it looks really good. So maybe start looking at all the paper and packaging type companies. And I think Option Radar mentioned something about one of these, or maybe the sector or something. So I thought I would go over a few of them, since the whole paper and packaging, these stocks, this charts are looking pretty good here. KS, Capstone Paper, has been in this channel. Should have a nice move. It can break out of this channel. The volumes here, it's right up a area of resistance here. So I like it over the day's high. BKI, Buckeye Technologies, breaking out of this triangle today. Again, didn't have very good volume, but you know, and you need to wait. You know, you'll know tomorrow as the market opens up, because we'll have the non-farm payrolls out if you want to go long anything or not. So we'll see. But I like this one as well. These are all paper packaging type company. BZ up against resistance, but this has been moving really well with some good volume. BLL, another one headed right up to resistance, moving well. And of course, last but not least, International Paper, you know, had this big, you know, broke down out of this triangle, and then now they're buying it right back and running it back up. So, all right, so I wanted to cover those, and that is it for tonight. That's it for part 2, and thanks for watching.